Welcome back to Tom's Life. Today's Sunday special is chicken and mushroom stew. So the ingredients you need is chicken thighs, 5 mushrooms, 1 onion, garlic, oil, 2 chicken stock cubes, white vinegar, salt and ground black pepper, parsley and plain flour. So first step, we're going to prep all the ingredients. I'm going to start off with the raw chicken. So first step, we're going to prep our chicken thighs. So you just want to first slice them really thin, into thin strips. So you just keep chopping them. You move your fingers out the way. You might have to give them a little bit of force to go all the way through the knife. And then you just keep chopping them. Always remember to move your fingers out the way. So we got them nicely thin pieces, like that. Then you're going to get your bowl, what you've got your chicken in. You're going to place them back in the bowl, and you do the same with your other chicken. So next step, we're going to prep our mushrooms. You're first just going to chop them down the middle, and then you just want to finely slice them into little pieces, just like that. So you just keep slicing them. I'll show you again how I did that. So you first chop it down the middle, and then you're just slicing them into little pieces. Then you get a little bowl, you place all your mushroom in like that, and you finish off doing your mushrooms. So next step, you're going to pick all your parsley off your stalks. So you're just going to get all the leaves off the stalks. You can use them for another recipe. But we're just picking all the leaves off, just giving them a little trim. So you take all the stalks off, then you'll finally slice this, and then we add this at the end. You don't want to use the stalks for this recipe, but you can use it in another recipe. If you want to make a nice broth, the stalks will give flavour. So like I was showing you here, we're just going to finish off picking all the leaves off the stalks. Once you took all your parsley leaves off your stalks, you just first want to give it a little slice using your knife. Move your fingers out the way, and what you want to do is you want to bring it back into a bowl, just like that, and you just want to give it one final slice so it's nice and fine. You'll place this in at the end. This will give flavour to our dish. It's up to you how much parsley you want to use and how fine you like to chop it. Just like that. Once it's fine enough for you, you're going to get the bowl and you place all your parsley in, just like that. So next step, you're going to prep your garlic. You want to get a garlic bulb, and you want to take 2 cloves of garlic off. You first just want to trim the ends, just like that, and then you want to peel the skin off all your garlic. Just like that. Once you have peeled all your garlic, skin off your garlic, you first want to crush down, and then what you want to do is you want to finely slice it one way, keep it all together, and you just want to finely slice it into little pieces. Always remember to move your fingers out the way, just like that. It's up to you how fine you want your garlic. And then once you have prepped your garlic, you get a little bowl. You'll place all your garlic in. You'll do your other garlic clove, and then you'll prep your onion. Next step, you're going to prep your onion. You're first going to chop your ends off. I like to flatten it so it's more easy to chop. Then you're going to chop it down the middle. You're going to trim your other ends. Then you're going to peel 2 layers of the skin off. Just like that. Then you will finally dice it. So once you have peeled your skin off your onion, you first want to slice it not all the way through. Move your fingers out the way. Then you turn it around, and then you just want to finally slice it. Just like that. Then you get your little mixing bowl with your garlic, and you want to add in all your onion. You do the same with your other half of onion. So next step, you want to put some hot water in a measuring jug, and you want to open your 2 chicken stock cubes, and you want to give this a good stir so they evaporate. Do this for a few minutes. Give them a good whisk using the fork. This will give flavour to our chicken and mushrooms stew. So you just want to give it one final stir till it has evaporated all the way through into your water. So next step, you're going to switch on your hob. You want to set it to high, just like that. You want to get the pan, place it on the ring, and in a minute you will put a little bit of oil in and then fry your chicken. Now you want to put a little bit of oil in the pan. Then you want to get your wooden spoon, and you just want to stir that around, and then we let this heat up, and then we'll start frying our chicken. Now you want to add in all your chicken pieces, and with your wooden spoon you want to start breaking them up so they coat into the oil. You want to fry these for a few minutes so they get colour on them. So you're just breaking them up with the back of your wooden spoon so they can coat in the oil and go nice and golden. Then you add in your onion and garlic to fry that in with our chicken. But at first we're just frying our chicken and breaking it up 3 to 5 minutes, and then you add in your onion and garlic. As you can see, they're starting to nicely coaten all your chicken. You're now going to add in your onion and garlic into your chicken. You want to get all that out. You give that a good stir in so that can give flavour to our chicken, and we can soften our onion and garlic. And you know when your onion and garlic are nicely cooking because you can smell the flavours. So what we're just doing, we're just frying our onion and garlic for a few minutes in with our chicken. Then we add in our mushrooms into our chicken and onion and garlic. Then we add in our stock, parsley, flour and seasoning. But we do that stage by stage. you just want to give your chicken, onion and garlic a few minutes. Now you want to add in your mushrooms to your pan. Get it all out. You just give them a little bit of a stir in so they get a bit of colour on them and flavour to the pan. And then in a minute you add in your parsley and stock. And then before you put the lid on to let it simmer for 5 to 10 minutes, you add in a tablespoon of plain flour and some salt and ground black pepper. Don't forget to get all the way around the pan so everything's nicely stirred in. Now you're going to add in your stock. And your parsley to give flavour. Now you want to give that a little bit of a stir. Any little bit of onion and garlic has stuck to the bottom, you'll be able to get that up off the pan. And like I said before you put the lid on to simmer, you add in a tablespoon of plain flour and some seasoning. And a bit of vinegar. You want to pour a little bit of vinegar in, just a splash. That will give flavour. You just give that a little bit of a stir in. So this will give flavour to our chicken and sauce. And then in a minute you add in a teaspoon of plain flour and some seasoning. And then you'll lower the heat. Let this simmer and thicken for 5 to 10 minutes. Now you want to add in a tablespoon of plain flour into your pan. Give it a little tap off the wooden off your pan. And now you're going to add in some seasoning. You start off with a bit of ground black pepper. And a little bit of ground salt. Then what you're going to do is you're just going to shake all that off your hands. And then you just give it a little stir. You lower the heat. And then what you do is you put your lid on so it can thicken and go a nice sauce to your chicken and mushrooms. Want to lower it down to low, between low and medium, so it can simmer and thicken for 5 to 10 minutes. So you now want to put your lid on your pan, just like that. As you can see here, I've got it on low. And what you want to do is you want it to thicken, and you just want to keep an eye on it. You might need to add a little bit of water so it doesn't reduce really thin, but you just keep an eye on it. So this is how you make my chicken and mushroom stew. I hope you like this. Don't forget to keep hitting the like button, share and subscribe, and thank you.